viruses, every single one, does something called cleaving. When you get a virus, you're leveling up. Your body's fighting it. Okay. In Chinese traditional medicine, right, where the climates are like 4 seasons, in the spring you clean the liver, but they do it with food. They just change their diet. In the spring, burdock roots out there, dandelion leaves are out there.
They are. Because you said that in the beginning. The liver affects the bone. The liver affects the skin. The liver affects the heart.
He broke a bone. He goes back to the doctor 3 weeks later. They wanted to x-ray it again. They thought they misdiagnosed. They told him they misdiagnosed him because the bone wasn't broken. I think the one thing, if somebody were to go back and watch every episode or at least the clips of the episodes, you're just going to see how one thing loops back to another over and over, because that is how the body works.
It is. It's that's how we came up with the menopause circle.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not one thing.
No. So like somebody gets a disease and then they go to the specialist. And that's great because you need somebody who knows what they're doing in that specialty. Right. And that's great.
Yeah.
But they get so isolated, the specialist, it's so isolated in that box. There's never any thought to the other parts of the body that are affecting it or how that is affecting other parts of the body.
Right.
And this is why people turn to holistic doctors.
Exactly.
Because you go to a holistic doctor and you have some said disease, and they're looking at where did it come from and what is affecting it and what is it affecting.
Right.
Because the whole thing just runs in a cycle.
It does. And I think that's when I went to massage therapy school and started learning about anatomy and all the parts that go into one organ, I understood why there are specialists.
Yeah.
I finally understood why.
Oh my
But then
God,
I also understood why it's important to actually see the body as a whole.
I know.
Like, will I ever know what every organ does and what every cell within this, no
Every single thing
way.
is such a deep dive.
It's such a deep dive. And yet I could refer with a specialist or a person could refer with a specialist and they could say, the specialist could give us a hint towards something. Right. And then and we could give them something by seeing the system as a whole.
I know.
Right.
And if you have a disease, you have to see a specialist because you're trying to manage that. Something has gotten so out of control in the body that it needs
the support.
It needs that level of support. But if you're looking at the body as a whole, you can learn what got the body to that point.
Exactly.
If it's not genetic, right? Some things are genetic, you're born that way, and that's like a whole other conversation. But most things, the body had the check engine light come on multiple times, and then you got here.
Exactly.
So if you can go through and try to remember where those check engine lights were coming on and what they were related to.
And or test for those things.
Well, first of all, we're doing this because they should get tested for sure. And then
and then it just becomes a no-brainer.
But for people who listen to this and they don't do that, and you're wandering around in the dark trying to find your way,
fix your liver.
Fix your liver.
Support your liver.
Because you probably had a rash at some point that led to something. And you know what I see a lot is like somebody gets a flu.
Yes, I know.
Not undiagnosed, but what would be the word for it? Like just a generic, they get the flu.
Yeah.
And that flu starts a cascade.
Yep.
And we've seen this with COVID, how COVID caused.
That was the big.
And people blame it on the vaccine. And there's there's a place for that. I do know that.
Yes.
But COVID itself, that protein, and it's beyond the spike protein. That's part of it. There's a whole virus here that has a consciousness that does a thing, and that consciousness was causing real problems for people in the long term.
Yeah.
Because what viruses do. All viruses.
Absolutely.
Every single one
does
something called cleaving.
A
virus cannot replicate itself.
It cannot replicate?
Nope.
Okay,
it's not a bacteria. It does not replicate itself.
Oh, it's got to use the cell to replicate itself.
That's it. It hacks your cell. And as your cells replicate,
it makes on. Ooh, it's so smart.
So it gets inside, starts driving the cell. And how does it do that? By cleaving through the DNA. Literally slices it and adds its DNA to your DNA. That's what viruses do. We're more virus than we are human.
Holy cow.
From millions of years
What
of
a cool
viruses hacking our DNA.
little tidbit.
Isn't it right?
Right.
It's like takes the fear out of it.
Absolutely.
And there are some scientists that can get, I think Greg Braden's one of these guys. He's like, when you get a virus, you're leveling up.
Uh-huh. I've said that.
And your body's fighting it. Okay.
I say that to myself all the time. And I can clear a virus like nobody's business.
Yeah.
I can clear it in 3 days like no big deal.
See?
But
Because
I believe that.
That's why, yeah. And that's
Big
why you're
time.
doing it. Yes.
I believe that like with every cell in my body.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
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 It's just a new code.
It is a new code.
And your immune system goes, hey, we don't know that code. Get out of here. And so a fight goes on.
yeah.
In the end, the virus wins. The virus puts that code in your DNA.
I know,
That's
but
it.
then that's why you don't catch a virus twice.
Right. That's exactly right. Except for like flu, the ones that mutate over, and this is why people need or get a flu shot every year or whatever. It's because
Right.
those mutate so fast.
Yeah.
They have a new code
Right.
constantly.
Right.
And so you get new strains. And so the immune system can never keep up with that.
Yeah.
Because the new strains aren't made here.
They're outside.
Well, they're made in different parts of the world. So as the virus spreads through humans around the world, it mutates through that culture.
And then
So
mutates
we're not
again.
familiar with
Yeah.
it yet until it reaches over here. That's why vaccines are made from flu strains in Australia for us.
Isn't that amazing?
And then their vaccines for the flu are made from our strains here, because by the time it gets to Australia, they assume it'll be that combination.
That is such a cool fact.
So crazy.
Oh
I know.
my
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
I know. It's an interesting thing how that whole thing happens.
Oh, yeah. I'm as fascinated with viruses as I am with the human body. I know.
Microbes are fascinating.
Aren't they? Like,
It's an entire universe
yeah.
we don't even really fully understand.
No.
That's a part of it. I love like science. Trust the science. Science is still learning. I don't even know what that means.
You can't trust. It's ever evolving, ever changing. Trust the science from 10 years ago? No.
I have a good friend that's a scientist. He works at a lab in Harvard.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
been running that lab for,
You mentioned that.
A
yeah.
long
I want to go
time.
to that lab so bad.
oh, I know. Well, because he knows David Sinclair. But we just had this conversation the other day about trust the science, and he went off about it.
Oh my God.
It's like-
I'd love to have him on the podcast.
You wouldn't.
Oh,
No, actually, from a scientific point of view, that might be fun.
yeah.
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 'Cause, I mean, he's in biology, so he works on. He was part of the team that made the, Cologuard. You swallow that pill and it picks up colon cancer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. He was part of the
Yes.
team that developed that.
Oh, wow.
I know, super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his scientific knowledge is
I was
like,
yeah,
other level.
right.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. He's definitely not into health.
Oh, isn't that funny?
Not at all.
How funny
No,
is
like
that?
zero.
That does not compute. Like,
Yeah.
how could you know what you know as a biologist and not be into health?
He's not into longevity.
Oh.
His thing is like, I'll die when I die.
Oh.
So I don't care.
I see.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Well, I always said, when I went to massage therapy school, I always said, you can either become aware that the body is a miracle. Like, you can either go to the thought camp, that the body is a miracle, or become completely atheist.
Yeah.
It's just function.
Yeah.
And I went miracle.
Yeah.
But I saw how someone could think miracle, A plus B equals C, function.
Yeah, you just get lost in the function of it.
Yeah. I believe that some greater intelligence created this amazing, vast human being that knows how to fix itself and balance itself. And
Oh my God, yeah.
Or you could be like, no, it's just blood.
And how about the animation?
Right.
What's animating us?
What is?
Because
yeah.
when you die, in the second you die, you're still laying there.
Right.
Every single thing physical about you exists in that moment. So what is it?
Right?
Science can't answer it.
It can't. No. Not
In
at all.
Chinese medicine, it's the qi,
Correct.
right? So it's the batteries ran out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But science can't answer that. They can't answer consciousness.
No.
They just discovered that it's not in our brain. We're a conduit.
That's right.
So what does that mean?
That's right.
And now it's like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Then where is it coming from? Nobody knows the answer to this, you know.
I know. It's so great. I know. However, I think that my meditation teacher is definitely, he's published some pretty cool stuff around all of this. And so, and I'm about to go to one of his retreats.
Yeah.
The cool thing is that he's done a ton of tests around, you know, consciousness and meditation and biology and mixed it all up together.
Okay.
And when they do the charts, the way the graphs come out,
Yeah.
they end up looking like a heart.
Oh, I feel like, of course.
I know. It's so cool.
The seed of everything. I mean, Chinese medicine's the seed of everything.
Yeah. It ends like
It's
I
the
see
seed
the patterns,
of consciousness.
and it's a heart. It's like the organ heart. Yeah. It's really, really cool.
As above, so below.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Right?
I mean, these patterns just repeat and repeat.
Fibonacci patterns repeat, like biological patterns repeat. Yeah,
They repeat.
yeah, it's really
That is
interesting.
so fascinating. Oh, I gotta
know.
see that
I'll
chart.
see if we can link the study that he published with his team. I'll see if we can link that study here. It's on,
Yeah,
on
that'd be
science and health and meditation and consciousness and everything.
That would be amazing to see. I've never seen it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to link it because I want to click on it.
Okay, we'll definitely link it. Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, fascinating.
That is amazing.
Yeah. I haven't read it myself yet. I'm a little intimidated by it because I'm like, am I going to be able to understand, you know, the deeply scientific study? But
No, you will.
Yeah. So,
They're not that far off. And a lot of things I learned doing that because, like, I didn't study science in school. You start reading things you don't understand, you Google it, and you'd be shocked. I remember this is years ago. I don't know. You know Isaac Asimov? Do you know who this is?
no.
He's a science fiction writer.
Okay.
But he wrote a book, and they made a movie out of it. And I read the second book, and I don't think they made a movie out of the second one, about shrinking humans and putting them in the body.
Oh.
I don't remember the name of it anymore. I read the book twice.
Yeah.
It's so first of all, it's fiction.
Oh.
But it is so scientific. I had to keep researching. And the first time I read it, there was no Google. I had to go to the library and look up some of these words. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah. But Google came out like right soon after. And then I was in my basement. And I learned a lot.
Right.
I learned a lot. And talk about frequency in that book. So they take a bunch of scientists. Mm-hmm. The scientist in Russia dies, but they keep him alive. Like they keep him, mechanically, and what do you call it? Medically alive, right?
Yeah.
So they've got his heart going and everything, but he's in a coma.
Yeah.
He's technically dead, but his brain they keep his brain going.
Yeah.
Well, he had so much secret data that they think they can take these scientists that were studying some of this stuff, shrink them,
Yeah.
inject them in his body, get them to the brain, and see if they can hack his memories. So this is the whole
my dream
book.
come true.
I know.
Because I've always said that. I'm always like, if you could just put your brain in me, I'd be very happy. It's actually,
Wow, this is where AI is going.
I know.
That's exactly where Elon Musk and AI is going.
Wow.
That's what that Neuralink chip is for.
Wow.
So that you can have AI in your brain.
Wow.
I mean, I'm probably not going to do that. But it is science fiction-wise a very cool concept.
Very cool.
That you could put that in your brain and know everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have to figure out the name of that book.
But it's amazing. And one of the things about the frequency, so they shrink this ship, and they're going to put this ship in the bloodstream. Well, the immune system's going to kill it.
Of course.
So they set the frequency of the ship on the outside, positive and negative polarities.
Which has to be positive and negative. Yeah.
To match certain blood cells that should be there. And when in the book, it's science fiction.
What a cool book.
So the scientists get in there and they get in the ship and they're going through the bloodstream. And then here comes a macrophage and they don't know what it's going to do because it's like the whole thing's an experiment.
Right.
And then it just goes on by and they're all like, it's this whole dramatic scene. And like, whew,
But actually, if you think about it, it is a microcosm.
Oh my God, it's so cool.
Of the way we function, of
As
a macrocosm.
above, so below. There's a whole thing going on in there.
Exactly.
An interconnected galaxy in there.
Galaxy. That's why I said you can either become a believer in God and a miracle or an atheist.
I know, because then you're just down to
Oh.
function. But these things have consciousness. So function's great, but now explain the consciousness. That's my thing about it.
Exactly.
And I don't know,
Same.
God, not God. I don't know,
I don't
but
know.
just explain consciousness.
Yeah.
Because these things are little thinking beings.
Exactly.
A virus goes into your body and knows how to hack your cell. First of all, nothing should be able to get in the cell without a key.
So it has a key.
Figures out
Yeah.
the code,
Right.
gets in,
Right. Latches.
then it just boop. And then to make your cell replicate the virus, it puts its DNA information in your DNA code so that your cell replicates doesn't know the difference replicating the virus. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Like how? Yeah.
How?
How did you learn how to do that, virus?
How did it learn how to do that?
Yes. And then how do we internally learn how to fight that? And be like, nah, you don't belong here.
And are we viruses
Could be.
in a microcosm of something bigger?
I know.
We don't even know.
I know.
It's cool stuff.
This is like the bigger conversation. This is another podcast. Other than the basic
Such
function,
a side tangent.
which I love. I love this.
But it's the amazing function of the body that I feel like we started that conversation because thinking about the liver and its effects on all of the different parts of our body, it's like if you have anything at all going on, I feel like we've talked about fatigue when we've talked about stress, when we've talked about the immune system, when we've talked about menopause. I feel like we've talked about brain fog when we talked about stress and when we talked about menopause and we talked about the immune system. It's like no matter what we talk about,
it goes back.
and yeah, these symptoms just keep repeating. Well, if they keep repeating,
Yeah,
go to the basic sources.
exactly.
Are you eliminating?
Yes.
And are you getting what you need? Do you have the building blocks to make the right proteins? And are you getting rid of the junk?
That's it.
My God, it's almost that simple.
It really, yeah.
Almost.
Almost. But those are the two main focuses that we really need to address and look for and seek when we're having,
Right?
a health challenge.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because there's something, yeah.
And then that's where autoimmune comes from.
Your system, and this is popular in alternative medicine, your body's fighting something.
Mm-hmm.
People think it's fighting nothing.
Right.
It's knowing the toxin it's fighting.
Exactly.
It could be mold.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the example, celiac disease.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big one.
In celiac disease, your immune system is fighting the gluten protein. It thinks the gluten protein's a toxin.
Correct.
So your immune system goes to fight it.
Mm-hmm.
The way your body fights a virus, how vaccines work, right? So you make these T cells, and their only job is to fight the chickenpox.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is autoimmunity.
Yes.
Your body makes a set of armies. Their only job is to fight the gluten protein because somewhere it got a signal that's off. That's the problem. It's a wrong signal. That is a toxin. It's a
Right.
bacteria or a virus, and we're going to fight it.
Right.
Take the gluten out, the autoimmune disease goes away.
Exactly.
So what if with every autoimmune disease you knew what the toxin was?
that's what I started thinking as you started talking. Can autoimmunity be reversible?
Got to find the toxin, and that's difficult. And sometimes, and because the immune system's complicated, you could have multiple things going on.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
a thing. You
Yeah.
know, probably there's MTHFR. How did the code get scrambled?
Scrambled. Yeah.
Right? Because why is it seeing gluten protein
That's my question now.
as a toxin?
Yeah. Can
Yep.
we correct that?
Can you unscramble that? You know, this is the thing
Yeah.
with genetics. This is where it gets complicated with genetics because someone's born that way.
Oh.
They're born with the scramble.
Got it. Yeah.
And so then if the gene is expressing this information that's a bacteria or a virus or something,
Got
a
it.
heavy metal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But why can't autoimmunity be your system's fighting the mercury? or the lead or the parasite or do you know what I mean?
I do.
So it's an interesting thing to explore.
Right. Because if it's a simpler version of autoimmunity in that way, which you can eliminate a simpler toxin, then, oh my God, great.
Can you imagine?
Right. Yeah.
And so you just don't eat gluten and you don't have the inflammation.
Done. I wish all autoimmunities were that simple.
I know. And they are not.
Unfortunately.
They are not.
They're usually like you said, they are usually multiple factors and multiple toxins.
Because even people with celiac, right? You take that away and they do well. They really do. But they really have that tendency towards going after something. The body wants to get triggered.
Yeah, exactly. It's on I get it.
And they're the people that I know that are truly celiac are very sensitive to stressors, very sensitive.
So it's
it's an interesting thing to see these patterns. They're really just patterns.
Right. And it is stress. And I know we did a whole series on it, and I was doing someone's plan recently, and I was like, I punched in all the notes that they made, and it was like stress. Did you notice that the person was stressed? Stress and stress and stress and stress. And I was like, that's why we did 3 episodes on it. Yep.
I know. And we keep looping back to it because it's like the liver. I feel like we could keep looping back to the liver, and obviously we're just going to keep looping back to stress.
Exactly.
It just puts a strain on the system.
Yeah.
And any strain on the system is a strain on the system.
Right.
And it affects all the things.
Exactly. It's the chain reaction.
Yep.
I know. So the name of the game continues to be reduce the stress, take care of the liver.
Yeah, because you want to reduce your toxic load.
Right.
And that's something everybody's familiar with.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Everybody's read the stories on the news or whatever. Somebody got a heavy metal overload or whatever they got, right?
Right.
So it's like reduce your toxic load. And how do you do that? The liver does it automatically. Oh, because one segment we did not talk about here was those like detox programs people do.
We didn't talk about those.
I don't know where that was in here, but I'll tell you right now, herbalists hate that.
Yeah.
They hate that.
Yeah.
No herbalist does that. And no herbalist recommends that. True clinical herbalists do not recommend that. That is a sales tactic. I hate to say that, but it's just a sales tactic.
Okay.
In traditional medicine, in Chinese traditional medicine, right, where the climates are like 4 seasons, in the spring you clean the liver. But they do it with food. They just change their diet. And Chinese medicine is based on herbalism. That no doubt about that.
Right.
But their food is medicine. Like even here, you can buy burdock root.
Right.
At the local supermarket in with the vegetables. In the spring, burdock root's out there. Dandelion leaves are out there.
They are.
Do you know what I mean?
They are. Absolutely.
So it's like you want to get rid of the dandelions in your lawn. Stop putting chemicals on your lawn. Dig those up.
Dig them up.
Take them in, scrub them up, put the greens in your salad, chop up the root, and put it in your vegetable mix.
Right. If
with
you're
your
not
vegetables.
using some sort of toxic thing on your lawn.
Yeah. Your lawn has to be clean.
Right.
But if you're using chemicals, you don't have the dandelions. Typically.
True.
Typically. But you're right.
Yeah.
In the spring, that's how it was done. The liver herbs bloom in the spring.
Oh, perfect.
They just do.
Yeah.
Right?
Right there is the answer for it. And also, what was I going to say about that? Oh, it just left my mind. Never mind.
No, take a minute because I'm sure it was good.
Yeah, well, I'll see if I can remember. I'm a little sleep deprived this time.
Liver herbs bloom in the spring.
Liver herbs bloom in the
And you
spring.
said, oh.
I know, and then it went away. It completely went away.
It'll come back. It'll come back. But anyway, those crazy detoxes.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Say it, please. Say it.
Those crazy detoxes are a stressor. That was the point right there.
That could be the beginning and end of the conversation right there.
Right there. Right. Those crazy
Stop doing that.
Detoxers are a stressor, which is everything we're saying not to do. Stress the body. Yeah. So
right
there you go.
Here's my favorite. I see these on like Amazon. These charcoal powders, right? And in the charcoal powder is dandelion and burdock and maybe cayenne pepper and all these things. You're not getting any of that.
No, because the charcoal's sucking it all up.
It's just charcoal. Because nothing else in that.
Right.
You could throw mercury in there.
I know. Right.
You're not getting anything.
Right.
Just charcoal.
That's it. The charcoal is so strong.
It's too strong. I do not like when people take charcoal. You should take charcoal if you have had a toxic event.
That's right.
That's the place for charcoal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know what that toxic event would be. I knew of someone who had a teenage child and took a bunch of Tylenol. So naturally, emergency room visit and then the charcoal drinks. Charcoal, like a lot of it.
Yeah,
and
get it
save
out.
the child's life.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know what a toxic event would be like if you were at home. Nothing like that.
Right. Right.
But that's where charcoal belongs. You've had a toxic event. And maybe maybe. I don't know if I would do this. But the way we think, going out to eat and having like one of these terrible meals,
right.
that's probably a place for charcoal.
That's probably, yeah.
I mean, I just ate at a fast food place the other day because, I went out with my daughter.
Yeah.
She's having a little bit of an emotional struggle. And when you're with people and they eat a certain way, you eat with them.
That's right.
Because that's important and it's important to them.
Yeah.
And your cells are fine.
And that's a de-stressor.
That's a de-stressor. Yeah. To do something once in a while is fine.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? But the way we think, I could think of that as a toxic event.
I could too. I would too.
So maybe I'll buy charcoal pills and use them as needed. Oh my God.
But the last thing I'll say about charcoal is that you shouldn't be taking it as a detoxifier because it also takes things out that are good.
Oh my God.
It also sucks up things that we need. It's just it's only meant for acute situations.
Especially minerals. First of all, it takes everything. Takes everything.
It takes everything.
I had a woman who came to me years ago. I think I looked in her file recently. I think she started coming to me in 2014. It was a long time ago. And she had chronic Lyme, amongst many other things. So fast forward, and we realize now that she has MTHFR and mast cell activated syndrome, right? What am I trying to say? MCAS. Anyway, it's been a long podcast so far.
Yeah.
But the activated mast cell syndrome. I can't think of that right now, even though I said it earlier. Anyway, she was seeing a holistic medical doctor. She was seeing me, and she was seeing some kind of an alternative practitioner.
I bet they're all pulling her in 10 different directions.
First of all, that was happening. But the two people she was seeing now, 2014, I think I'd only been practicing for, 4 or 5 years at that point. So I don't know. I don't have years of experience under my belt to say this happened, that happened.
Right.
Right? Experience gives you observation.
Big time.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I don't know. All I know is her body is saying, because she not only was she taking charcoal, clay, which is another binder of minerals, and there's prescription binders you can take. I knew nothing about them before her.
Wow.
Prescription.
How are her bones?
There's where the story ends. She's back to seeing me because she would float in and out over the years.
Yeah.
She came to see me because her bones were she had a fall. So I hadn't seen her definitely before COVID. What are we, 26? So I hadn't seen her in probably 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
She came to me about a year ago. She had fallen. She's not that old. She's in her early 60s. I'm almost that age.
Right.
She's been tripping because her muscles are getting weak.
Oh.
And no, she's tripping for something she told me very specific. And I forget. It's nothing medical like that. But she tripped over a rug, fell, hit her hip. It shattered. Completely shattered. Doctors didn't even know what to make of it. Because they do the bone thing. She hadn't had one yet because she's young.
Right.
They're like, your bones are like
brittle.
Like you're almost 80. So blah, 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 blah. She comes in. I don't know what's wrong with my bones. First thing that hits me is I remember years and years of her on binders that her body kept saying, get off of those things.
Right.
And I kept trying to tell, like, I don't know, but your body's saying, she's like, I know, but I got to get all these toxins out. And
there's other ways.
And how am I going to, I'm not going to argue with the doctor. I don't know. Like, I just didn't have the experience then. I would argue with one now.
Yeah, good for you.
Experience gives you everything.
It does. It does.
You know, and seeing clients like this for years and then.
But and I also think that's the thing, right? I think people go so aggressive towards that detoxification thing you're talking. They just go so aggressive, and they're like, and I'm like, you can do it. You've had this toxicity in your body. Like you're. Let's do it over time.
And the testing has taught me exactly validating what you're saying.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody, unless there's a time constraint.
Oh, right.
So,
right. And
this is Patreon. I can say this. Cancer has a time restraint.
Sure.
I have seen the body try to aggressively go at the underlying causes when there's a time constraint.
Yes.
It's the only time I've ever seen it.
That makes sense.
If someone isn't going to die from the thing they have,
right,
the body goes, why are we doing that?
We're already fighting. We're already under pressure and under stress and under strain and like a little bit at a time.
Little bit at a time. And you know what? The body goes along. But you know what we do? I mean, I hate to say it because even I can get caught up in this sometimes. It's like, well, I don't feel well. Let's get rid of this thing.
I know, exactly.
You know what I mean? And because like for us, when we're healthy, you get the flu, you get a cold, you know, you sprain your ankle. It's like, oh, you put some herbs on that. Oh, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
I had somebody close to me. He broke a bone. I can't remember what bone it was. He broke a bone. Yeah. He goes back to the doctor 3 weeks later. They wanted to x-ray it again.
Yeah.
They thought they misdiagnosed. They told him they misdiagnosed him. Because the bone wasn't broken. Like there was no.
Oh, wow.
The herb, there's a miracle mix for that.
For fixing the bones?
Yeah, they discontinued it. I just found out yesterday.
Damn.
But I'm taking the ingredients and make my own. But,
okay.
But that's like.
That
imagine
is so
that.
Good to know.
Oh my God. So for us, when we're used to that, and this is what he's used to. This is somebody super into health like us and fixing stuff, right? Got on all the herbs, did the thing, rested the bones, let them heal, thinking about the body healing, all the things. He goes back 3 weeks later. They tell him he's misdiagnosed. Oh, I don't think the bone was broken. So then he tells the doctor, go back and look at the first x-ray. The bone was broken. So the doctor does.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, now they call him a super healer.
Oh, right.
Because it couldn't be the herbs.
Couldn't be.
He's just a super healer.
Oh, my God.
That's hilarious.
Oh.
So what happens is when somebody has something and they really don't feel well, we get in that place of like, I don't feel good. I want to feel better today.
Right. Absolutely.
And some things are too complicated for that.
And especially if you've been sick for a long time.
Oh, it's the worst and discouraging. And if people are in pain, I mean, so I get it. That you want to get better. There's no doubt, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry going side tangents.
No, it's great. It's so great.
I got to stop doing that.
No, don't. Yeah. So let's wrap this one up, I think.
Yeah, liver.
Liver. From liver to the bones. Because you said that in the beginning. You said...
Right.
The liver affects the bones. The liver affects the skin. The liver affects the heart. The liver affects the thyroid.
Right.
Yeah. We've talked about that.
We don't even think about that.
We don't even but we did talk about that extensively in the menopause, so that's why we didn't really bring it up.
And I did the research on oh no, I was thinking gallbladder. Never mind. I was going to go on another side tangent. I'm not going to do that.
We'll save that one for the gallbladder episode. So yes, that is one of the main takeaways. The liver affects nearly every system in the body.
Yeah. I think you could say it affects every system.
I
because
totally
if I
agree.
think about that, what system isn't it affecting?
You even said it affects the eyes.
Yeah, in herbalism, the eyes and the skin are directly linked. And I always use jaundice as an example. Jaundice is when the liver gets overloaded with bilirubin, right?
Right.
And so what happens? Your skin and the whites of your eyes turn yellow. And that's how you know you have it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And in liver disease, you turn yellow. Right? So the eyes, in herbalism, they're directly linked. I don't think in medicine they acknowledge that, but something to think about. If you're having eye issues that, seem to be coming from nowhere, liver herbs. Yeah.
Yeah. So I look forward to the next episode, because the next episode, we're going to be in Sedona.
Yeah.
And we're going to be with Paula.
Yeah.
Who helped bring us together.
Yes.
So I can't wait to talk to her about more menopause things.
Yes.
And just general life stuff. Like, it's going to be great episodes about, like, energy and Sedona and life.
Oh my God, yeah. All the things. Who knows what we'll get into.
I'm so excited.
I know.
We don't even have it planned yet, which is kind of exciting. So,
because we don't even know what we're going to get into when we're there.
I know.
Right? What we'll find roaming around in Sedona.
Woo!
It might spark the topic of I can't even talk anymore. Spark the topic of the podcast. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's exactly. And that's kind of what we do. We let the podcast kind of spark the topic.
Right? That's how we got to the liver.
Exactly.
We did menopause, and it was like, oh, yeah, the liver and menopause,
Yeah. So let's keep going.
Yeah, I love it.
Excellent.